These are solutions to Melham's Math 251 exam number 2. And number 1, find the slope of the secant line joining 1 f of 1 and 1.01 f of 1.01. So the points are 1, 1, and 1.01, 1.01 squared, since the function is x squared. So the slope is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. 1.01 squared minus 1 divided by 1.01 minus 1 comes out to be 2.01. Number 2, limit as x approaches 0 from the left of the function is negative 1. So that's down here. Limit as x approaches 0 from the right is positive 1. So that's up here. And f of 0 is 0. So a dot right over there. Number 3, multiply by the conjugate of the numerator, radical 9 plus h plus 3, top and bottom. So on top you have 9 plus h minus 9. 9's cancel out. H on top cancels to h on the bottom. So limit h approaches 0, 1 over radical 9 plus h plus 3. Plug in 0, 1 over radical 9 plus 3, 1/6. Number 4, given epsilon greater than 0, find delta greater than 0 such that 0 less than absolute value of x minus 3 is less than delta. Implies absolute value of f of x minus L, which is 4x minus 1 minus 11, less than epsilon. 4x minus 1 minus 11 means 4x minus 12. Factor out the 4, divide by 4. And now this side looks like that, so let delta equal epsilon over 4. So for the proof, 0 less than absolute value of x minus a, which is 3, less than delta, implies absolute value of x minus 3 is less than epsilon over 4. Multiply both sides by 4. 4 absolute value of x minus 3 is less than epsilon. Distribute the 4 back in. Absolute value of 4x minus 12 is less than epsilon. And then just write it the way we're supposed to, which is absolute value of 4x minus 1 minus 11 is less than epsilon. Number 5, determine the value of c so that the function will be continuous everywhere. Basically, plug in 2 for x there, and set them equal. So c times 2 squared is 2c minus 3. 4c equals 2c minus 3. 2c is negative 3. c is equal to negative 3 halves. Number 6, divide top and bottom by x squared. So x squared over x squared divided by square root of x to the 4th minus 4 over x to the 4th. Dividing by x squared outside a radical is the same as dividing by x to the 4th inside a radical. This gives me limit x approaches to infinity of 1 over radical 1 minus 4 over x to the 4th. And then when x gets big, this approaches 0, so 1 over square root of 1, which is 1. Okay, 7. I notice the function's even, so I'll use the fact that I have an even function, which means I have symmetry with respect to the y-axis. Factor x squared minus 4, x squared times x plus 2, x minus 2. So my zeros are 0 and plus or minus 2. So for the time being, I have zeros right there and right there and right there. Okay. I plug in 1. If I plug in 1 from the original, 1 minus 4 is negative. So that means it goes down here. Plug in 3. Maybe it's easier to plug in 3 here. Positive, positive, positive. So it's positive here, so it goes to infinity. So it goes down, goes up. And since I have symmetry with respect to the y-axis, I just take the mirror image from there. So I get this kind of W-looking shape. So that's the graph. 8, find the equation of the tangent to the curve at the point 9,3. So the function is square root of x. Once again, play with the radical. So limit h approaches 0, radical x plus h minus radical x all over h. Multiplied by radical x plus h plus radical x, top and bottom. This becomes x plus h minus x. Once again, x's cancel out. You have an h. That h will cancel that h, giving me a 1. So limit h approaches 0, 1 over radical x plus h plus radical x. I guess I should have done. Now I plug in 0 right there. 1 over radical x plus radical x, which is 1 over 2 radical x. Okay, so the derivative is 1 over 2 radical x. Arrow going back up. Now I plug in 9. 1 over 2 radical 9. 1 over 2 times 3 is 1/6. Point. And the slope was 3, 9. So y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Y minus 3 equals 1/6 x minus 9. Number 9. So find the slope of the secant line joining point 0,1 and f of point 0,1 and the origin. So sine of 0.01 minus sine of 0 divided by 0.01 minus 0 comes out to be 0.999983. That looks very close to 1. So our approximation to the tangent is for the slope to be 1. You use the origin, y minus 0 equals 1 times x minus 0, or just y equals x. Okay, number 10, find the derivative of x to the fourth. F prime of x is limit h approaches 0, x plus h to the fourth minus x to the fourth over h. This thing is x to the fourth plus 4x cubed h plus 6x squared h squared plus 4x h cubed plus h to the fourth minus x to the fourth all over h. X to the fourth cancels out. That one, that one, that one, and that one all have an h. So factor out the h. There's an h right here. So h paren 4x cubed plus 6x squared h plus 4x h squared plus h cubed divided by h. Cancel out the h's. So I have limit h approaches 0 of all this. Now I plug in 0. That's gone, that's gone, that's gone. So the derivative is 4x cubed. Okay. This is just to show you Pascal's triangle to get the coefficients of x plus h to the fourth power. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. So the coefficients are 1, 4, 6, 4, and 1. X to the 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. H to the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so these are solutions to exam 2 from Elham's Calc 1, Math 251 at CSM.